just got out of work, and I watched a video on lunch day by Steve Sheaves and What Now? And Steve Sheaves talked about the arc of history bending towards justice. And in my video earlier today, when I got to work, I said that I was thinking about leaving the United States. And I do not see the United States surviving that arc towards justice that Steve Sheaves is talking about, not as it's currently constituted. I think what's going to happen is that the United States ultimately will fall because of MAGA fascism. And what will happen is that down the line, we will be an example to the next generation of democracies. And I think that might be 100, 200, maybe 300 years from now. Dark age. Dark age. Sustainability is something we need to be seriously thinking about, and we're not. We're so busy trying to maintain the unsustainable, and to the point where we're making a Faustian deal with the devil to embrace any tyrant who promises to maintain the status quo and an unsustainable lifestyle and unsustainable ways of thinking. All my coworkers at work today were going Trump Day, like bison. And I can see how, if you sit in that for a long time, how you can be slowly boiled alive, like the frog. One thing that I found really disturbing, I was thinking about how MAGA has permeated like 40% of our nation, and it's like so ingrained in the culture at this point, it can't just be easily ripped out. And that spiritual, mental cancer, that can't just be, you can't just wave a magic wand and get rid of that. It's going to take serious pain to end MAGA, to end this fascism. And all my coworkers are talking about how great their 401ks are going to do in their investments. And selling the country out for money. What a shame. And that kind of, like, the United States is just not going to, I just don't see it surviving. I don't see Massachusetts going for half the Project 2025 plan that Trump and Vance are proposing to do. I don't see Washington State, California, Oregon going for it. And I don't know what happens next, but I don't see, I just don't see the United States coming out of this and surviving that arc, bending towards justice. I think we will be an example down the line of what not to do. And I don't think that the democracies that rise up after us will have a electoral college. I suspect they will be more of a based on parliamentary procedure. And look at our court systems, and they've utterly failed. The law is so laggard and mutilated, we could not prosecute Trump when it would have mattered. Even if Kamala had won, this day was coming. If the Democrats had gotten the House and the Senate, and they had to, that would have been the only way. And this, if with the Supreme Court ruling on presidential immunity, the Democrats had to sweep everything, and they didn't. It's over. Anyone who wants to get out of the country, I don't blame them. No, I want to get out. I don't think it's going to get better. I think Americans seriously underestimate just how bad things can get. I mean, Americans don't study history. We worship ignorance. We worship rednecks and NASCAR racing. Those things are not me. I don't like NASCAR. I don't like football. Soccer, well, European football, yeah, but American football, no. And Americans are skeptical of anything that seems intelligent. They want it straight and dumb, simple and stupid, and that is really the fundamental core of the problem. And that is the beginning, that's the basic spores of fascism. They've been there right along. Hope everyone has a good night, and talk to you guys tomorrow.